Good morning, good morning. Hey, Badir, how you doing? How's everybody doing this morning? Hey, Jam. What's up, Nano? Hey, Johnny. Hey, Lucian, how you doing? Not much. This thing's like a runaway train. Just won't stop. I'm ready to crush the I'm ready for the weekend, Nano. I'm ready for the weekend. Oh, man. So, I'm good. I'm good, Lucian. I'm good. Overnight inventory, I'd say, is about 99% long, 98, 99%. All of the trading is above yesterday's close. Yesterday, at the close, I said to everybody, I said, hey, we high closed. Maybe we're going to backfill a little, and no backfilling at all. None. No chance. Brutal. Just absolutely brutal. No backfill. This is not a gentleman's business anymore, I tell you. Oh, boy. Well, all we could do is just keep waiting for the new high to be put in and get some liquidation. Till then, we trade what we can. Just keep going with the business, right? Oh, you had three withdrawals? Nice. What a evolution. That's good. Good to hear. So, overnight inventory is long. We're not getting any kind of pullback yet. So, basically, what happens in markets like this is we just keep going higher and higher until we run out of buying, and then we'll end up liquidating to find a bid. That bid is going to be short sellers who are trapped. I'm curious about 67.88 and three quarter. That's a big level for me up here. Everything seems to be just on fire. Um, all of you guys are all gold bugs now, right? Feel like it's Vancouver in 1992. Everyone's talking about gold. What a world. Everything is so cyclical, right? Where's my GC? GC. There it is. 39.14 and change. Wow. Amazing with this gold market. I wonder if all the old people, well, they're gone now, who used to be gold bugs. That one day you'll see gold will be at $5,000 an ounce, and everybody thought they were nuts, right? Right. I want to go do. Hang on a second. Hey, why can't you find the golds? The stream. He keeps changing it. You know, Leslie? He keeps changing the names of the rooms, and he keeps moving the link around. He's always changing the stuff on Discord. It says JJ Live schedule. Copy link. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps, Leslie. Yeah, I'm not saying don't trade gold, right? I'm just saying it's kind of interesting. All you guys are gold traders now. That's good. That's right. Bring them in. Bring them in. Right? Bring everybody in. Bring in the retail warriors. We need the liquidity. I just find it funny. The markets that we used to laugh about, we are now. It's just hilarious. Exactly. Just want to make sure she can find the stream. All right, let's get to work. So one time framing higher, right? I haven't traded this morning. I took those scalps in the morning session, and I have honestly been on the phone since then. I really haven't had a chance to trade. So we're basically trend up, trying to find a place where people just don't want to buy it anymore. I'm going to take this 67.88 at 3/4, and I'm going to put it on the chart. And see if we hit it. It's a typical Friday, except it's not Friday. All right. Sure, Lucy. Just let me know when you want to chat, man. I'm around. Just remember it's all inventory, right? It's all inventory and order flow. There's really nothing. I haven't looked at the gold market. I'll go dig around in there. Oh, man. Let's go look where we'll find a place for a pullback. Not sure. We're at all-time highs. We are at all-time highs. All right. So VWAP is at 7109, if memory serves, somewhere here. Yeah. I mean, we're knocking on 6,800 now, right? We're knocking on 6,800's door. ChatGPT estimates 83 billion monthly inflows into 401ks. Yeah. It's a money train, right? Wasn't that a movie in the 80s or the 90s? Wesley Snipes, Money Train. We still haven't moved the point of control up. It's still down here. We really haven't had time. I think so many people are caught short in this market that, if you were to short now, right? Right? Say I'm shorting, if I'm doing a look above and fail of this 67.80, right? I'm going to tag the 79s here, right? And if you're shorting 79 quarter, 79 half, right? You're going to use 80 and a half as your out, right? If you're feeling particularly generous, your sellers are right here, right? There's your out. So that's where the sellers are, right? And now you're looking for that 79 bid to get broken. That's where the X low is. Now, if you were short and it starts creeping above 80 and a quarter, that short might not work. Watch the offer, right? There, you get an 80 print. Now you're kind of wondering, I'm short 79 and a half. The only reason why I would short it is because you see a seller under 80 and a quarter. But if that seller goes away, you must abandon ship, especially at all-time highs, right? Thank you. 16 minutes to the open, right? So had I been short 79 half, 79 quarter, I'd start buying them back. Nothing else you can do. You don't want to add to it because it'll just go put out a new overnight high, right? So it's kind of looking like a look below and fail of 67.80 and a quarter. So say you're buying a few in this area. You're looking for 82.83. I've got a level at 80. What is it? 82 and three quarters, I'd say, right there. Right? So if you were long here now, right? Say I took the short, stop myself out, flip and go long. Right? I know that there's going to be a seller here. And then, of course, there's going to be a seller up here at the top of that candle. So it's kind of difficult to trade a market at all-time highs, is what I'm saying, right? But you have to be tactical about it, right? You really, really have to be tactical about it. And if you are going long, for the love of God, make sure you have your sell orders in, right? So say you're long at 80 and a half or 81, right? Put an 81 and three quarter sell order in and see if it can get executed. If it can't get executed, you know that they're price competing up there, right? Stuff makes sense to you guys? Yes? No? Maybe? Everyone's all caffeinated and looking at gold, so that's good. It's going to be a short session. Right? Lost one at 81 and three quarters, right? Second offers at 82, didn't get taken, right? Offer them out, get taken, get paid, right? Otherwise, don't trade. right? If you can't get, you know, I don't have an SPX chart. Listen, I trade futures, brother. Sorry. I yeah, sorry. I don't have an SPX chart, right? You're trading CFDs, right? Where is your out? Like, what are you looking for? 67.36 half? What are you looking for out of the trade, brother? I mean, you're at a 50 point 30. What are you looking for? 50 points? See, I don't trade like you do, so it's very hard to kind of. Do you have a place that you have you been selling along the way, or if you're long at 67.36, it's trading at 67.81. We're 40 points above. So I'm kind of confused. Have you sold some along the way? And I don't know what you're trading. You're trading CFDs, I would assume, right? You're not trading futures. Yeah, see, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. You know what you should do is you should DM me and we should have a conversation because this is a public stream and there's like, there's some people, other people on here, and I'm kind of good. I'm I'm kind of confused, but I do want to help. So every time I offer, you got to take it up. I know you're a busy guy. My 82 offer has not been taken yet, right? I'm long at 80 and three quarter. I'll sell it at 81 and three quarter, right? But yeah, DM me because when you come out of the blue with these questions like this, I have no idea what the hell you're doing. So I can't give you decent advice if I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Hanko is even. Hang on, Zed. What was the previous balance range we broke from? 7,000. Okay, am I missing something here? Zed? Okay. Either I'm really drugged out or you guys, I think I'm in the wrong trading room. Because I'm getting questions. I don't know what the hell's going on here. 7,000. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I feel like I feel like the guy who fell asleep under a tree for 30 years and then woke up. I come into this trading room and people are like asking me questions and I'm like, huh? The answer is blue. Okay, we're gonna be like that, right? So it was out of the trade, right? I'm talking about look above it fails, look below it fails. People are asking about Panko, Hanko, Hanky Panky, 7,000. Excuse my language, but I'm all fucked up here, man. You guys got me all twisted upside down. I don't know which way is up, right? What the fuck are you guys doing? Excuse my language. Holy jumping, leaping lizards. It's either everybody's stoned and I'm not, or I'm stoned and everybody else is straight and I'm missing something. I think everyone's a little too excited. My whole, the old zone, the bottom of the zone, the top is 67.88 and three quarter. The bottom of this zone is 65.47 half. Yeah, I think the air is getting thin here, right? Lack of oxygen at all-time high. Everyone's just squirrely as fuck. Jesus Christ. Excuse me, I don't swear that much, but you guys have got me. It's like, where's ES? Purple. Should we go long or short? Potato salad. What the? That's the kind of morning I'm having with you guys. Uh, okay. Oh man. I got to tell you though, working with retail people, there's never a dull moment. Never a dull moment. Long, short, nothing's working right here. Right, the market's at its very, very top. I'll wait till the market opens and gives me some direction. I'm short biased because let's face it, overnight inventory needs some kind of corrective measure, but it's so sticky up here. They got a lot of people short yesterday with that stupid government shutdown crap. That just everybody shorted the hell out of this thing. I'm going to be like that. Hey, JJ, what should I do here? Right? Potato salad. There you go. There's an answer for you. Right? I'm looking for a short off the open. Look, the point of control finally moved up. We trapped enough people up here. Hey, Mike, what's going on? There you go, S&P. Oh, see, this is what happens when markets hit new highs. People get a little goofy in the head, right? The only thing that's going to make us run into a wall is if sellers have to mark down price. Right now, I'm not seeing it. So we have sellers here, here, and here. Let's see if we can get some selling under 80 and a quarter. Every time it comes under 80 and a quarter, it bounces up. There's a bid right here. So usually after that point of control moves up, good distribution, and then we'll have a little bit of a sale. So let's try that short again. This time I'll put my stop just at 80 half. Right? And if it pops over 80 and a quarter, you scratch it. I'm just playing with the micros because I'm not committing any capital to this market because I'm not insane. There, right? Once again, bid again. But if you flipped and went long, there's sellers here. Indeed, she does, OJ. She is one of the best traders on the street. So, what's your trade plan for this morning, folks? What are we doing? What are you thinking? What are we doing? It is touchy at 79.5. Listen to Monica. Where is Monica? Definitely. I'm playing defense. There you go, Rosemart. Smart. Right. Gotta wait for the opportunity. Now, if you're trading around a level like 67.80 and a quarter, it's going back and forth and back and forth. No, I did not. I did not touch the balance zones at all. If it opens and we can't take out the overnight high, you can tap it short. But just be careful. A lot of small candles. A lot of small candles here. All right, try it again. Finally. Short 79.5. And I'm covering at 78 right before the open just to make back that money I lost. And now let's see. Right? There's that bid. There's that bid. Just let it open, let it chop around, let the large traders spend their money, and then once you get direction, you'll be okay. Look for the sellers. It might open kind of weird. So just be on it. And if you are shorting this thing, put your buy orders out. There you go. There's the inventory correction we wanted, right? Able to hit it at 78. I'm short 2 at 78, and I'm covering him here at 74, and I'm flat. Finally. Finally. I'm just talking about people actually being able to find it that aren't in the room. Sorry, Leslie, I'm not getting it. I think I'm off today. Now we're looking for VWAP. Looking for VWAP. Big green short covering candle. Couldn't get down to VWAP. Let's see where the sellers engage again. That's not much of an inventory correction. And If we get above the open, look for them to try and run the overnight high. It's very choppy here. Even the algos don't know what to do yet. There's the open. There's a seller at the open, but if the seller at the open lifts, watch your whiskers. Watch out. I don't see a trade just yet. I'm itching to short it again. But we're just... Watch the open. I'm watching the open. I'm watching 79. There's a seller at 78.5. The YouTube thing. Careful if we stay above the open. Man, it's choppy. Seller at 80.25. I'll wait for the next candle. There we go. Just not getting any. I bet you if I short it, he'll go right back up over 80. Okay, good. We got aggressive seller at 78. No. And that seller's... Oh, there it is again. There it is again. Now. I don't do it well either. And I trading in the middle of a zone, right at the edges, it works for me. But if we're trading at the middle, it's very tricky, right? Don't feel bad if you're not getting it. If you're not getting it, don't feel bad. There'll be better trades later on. Market's a little screwed up right now. You know, we don't know what to do. We're opening on a gap, right? So there's a crap ton of trap shorts here, right? Which I failed to mention like an idiot earlier because you guys were taking me out on Pluto with your questions, right? So I completely forgot about the gap, right? That's why we have so much short covering here, right? We should be correcting inventory lower, but it's getting totally your fault. Yeah, exactly, Cisco. Right? No, seriously. There's so many trapped shorts underneath 73, 72, 71 that every time that we come down there, it's just brutal. There we go. Jeez. I'll leave it. We need to like jam as many longs as we can over 75 and then get them to puke and then price compete with them to take it down to 72. But right now, it's too much appetite. It is weird how slow it is because we're at all-time highs and nobody knows what to do. So you'll notice that not a lot of people are coming in for size, right? Trap shorts will cover, but honestly, nobody wants to put a position together on a gap at the all-time high of the market. That's why you're not going to see traders come in for like big, huge positions here. Let's see. Can we get under 75? I'd be looking for a quick long off a gap fill maybe, or close to a gap fill, if I can time it. Here we go. Remember what I said? We trap enough people long over 75, and then we price compete and bang it down to 72. Let's see what kind of bids come in at VWAP. There's VWAP right there. Now there's a gap. So if you went long 73, 74, yeah, looking for 75. Now, there's really no follow through. I don't like this price action. Yes, because of the shutdown. Of course, Mike. Have they figured out? No, dad is never bullish. What's going on, Mikey? I don't know how if they figured out how we get NFP. There we go. Gap fill. Come on, gap fill. There's the gap fill. Let's see. Do we catch a bid off the gap fill? I bought the gap fill and I'm selling 70 and a quarter, 71 and a quarter. That was a couple of ticks. Not the greatest trade. Oh, right now. Let's see if we catch a seller underneath yesterday's high. We should retrace some of this move. You're shorting yesterday's high, put your stop just above it. You can use VWAP as an out, right? And you're looking for down here, this point of control area, right? The only reason I'm talking short is because inventory is so long. You know, a decent correction would be good. There we go. See if that previous day high seller is still there. There we go. Sold 68.81 on 4, covering them at 66, 67. I got 2 left. I got 1 left. I'm flat. So what I'm doing is I'm just chopping it into short just underneath the previous day high. When it drops, I cover, right? Short, cover, short, cover. I rather trade that way than I'll carve out 15, 20 points that way rather than trying to catch it all in one trade. I don't mind paying a little commission. Looking for the stops down here at the M low. And yesterday's cost basis is right here. We're just going to drop right in. Good. We're trying to find the bid. Yeah, Raj, we still got to get through all this crap. See? Those little single prints, but if we get enough selling competition, we should be able to break that. The target, the big target is the close, right? The subway stops to the target are 64, 63 half, 62, 58, right? So if this was a subway car, those are the next stops on the way down, right? This E and L, see, took that. Nice. Now it's going to get some bids because there's single prints here. They're going to come in and buy. They're going to come in and buy, and I want you to see where they sell into them. Do they sell into them at 65 or up here in the 67, 68 area? Right? You're going to get a little bit of short covering, and they're going to come back in here and hit it. There you go. There you go. Under 65 and a quarter. We're targeting those single prints at 62 if you're short. I'm short 64 and 3/4, and I'm covering some at 63 and 3/4. If it rips over 65 and a quarter, I'll scratch those. Yeah, I had to scratch one. Hit it again. There we go. It's choppy. It's not easy to trade this. Nice. Way to go, Mike. Way to go, right? You cut it up into small digestible pieces, right? Well done. Yeah, that's a good idea, Jam, because get a nice big short covering candle here. Let's see where they sell into it. Right? We found the bid at 63, right? That's why, Raj, I was telling you about those single prints down here that we had to watch out for those. And true enough, there's enough people trapped short from yesterday and the close that they bull rushed that 63. You know what, Mike? I'll take 800 bucks. I don't care how you make it, right? You can hold it for an hour, you can slice in and out every 5 minutes. The main thing is you got the $800, right? Remember the great words of Al Davis. Just win, baby. It doesn't have to be pretty, right? Just win. It, as they say in the prairies, it don't have to be pretty. Get the money in your bank account before anybody gets their greedy little paws on it. That's all you got to do. Oh, there's that 70, Jam. There's that 70 short. Now, where do they bid the thing? That's the problem. Backfill sucked. Not your fault, Jam. Just the backfill sucked. But that's good information to know, right, for the next trade. See, the other thing about trading all-time highs is the order flow here is so unpredictable because we've never traded up here before. So there isn't really a set way of doing business. It's all price exploration. And price exploration is one of the harder things to trade because of the unpredictable nature of the order flow. You really don't know what's going to happen next. Kind of chopping around here. I like the micro for learning, for testing things, for markets where I'm really like, I love, like if we're not trading at all-time highs, if, we're in a nice bracketed consolidation zone, trading the minis is great. Sorry, the overnight POC, they moved it up here, sorry. There we go. Finally, a decent sell order. Now let's go fill these single prints down here at 62. Come on. Nope. Still more bids. There we go. It has been a very choppy market. Very choppy. Notice how that A period stopped dead at 62 and a quarter. 62 half. Oh, that's what she meant. Damn. Took me a while to figure that out. Sorry, Leslie. I apologize. Oh. Can we break 62? What do you think, folks? I'm short biased. I'm short biased, but if we get back over 65, then I gotta change my tune. There we go. Finally. There's a good amount of people trapped short under 62. See you, Bike. Have a good one. Got to figure that out, Leslie. I had no idea. Thank you for letting me know. So much for shorting. See you tomorrow, Mother Truck. Have a good one. Damn, I'm long 66, selling 67, selling 68, selling 68 quarter. I'm flat. See, there's again. I was totally short biased, but then I said if it get back over 65, I got to go long. Right? Did they leave one tick in the singles? Thanks, Taco. Good eye. No, they did not. They filled it. Close. It looked like it, right? Okay, so we got a rotation going, ladies and gentlemen. We got a rotation. Right? Rotation going right now between 63 and 70. Nice work, Al. Let's see if those sellers step in at VWAP again. Rotation back down. Let's look for 64, 63. So the market has found a place to do business between, oh, say 63 and 60 and 70 for now. So the way I trade this is I wouldn't look for longs until we get back over 65 and a quarter. And if it gets back up over 65 and a quarter in like not right now, the next candle, then I know that the selling under 65 and a quarter is done. Let's get this out of here. Let's see, maybe that's our balance right there. Let's see. There's always a balance inside a balance, right? That's how business is, right? It's just a rotation. Now let's see if we can hold that 63, 64 on the next candle. If not, let it find the next zone. It's always tempting to jump in and try and get an early position. I've learned the hard way that it's better to pay a little bit more. That's just my personal experience. It's always better to pay more for the product. So if it holds the bottom of that, I'll go buy a little and then sell it as it goes up. If it breaks this level here, I'm gone. Right? Now let's see, can we creep over 65 and a quarter? Put a 65 half sell order out. All right? Out one at 65 half, out one at 66. Right? Right? I got two more. Out one at 67. Right? And out one at 66 half. Flat. That's how you trade that, folks. Right? So you get your box, right? You draw your little box, and then you just trade the edges of that box, right? So you buy them here, put your stop here, and then you put your sell orders out. The market takes you. Goodbye, right? A couple of points here, a couple of points there. If you're not comfortable with shorting, just wait till it comes down, right? If you don't want to short. Now, shorting is the opposite. You wait till it goes up over 70 and a quarter and then comes back in and shows you that there's a seller. Nice thing about that trade is your risk is small, right? Because if it breaks the 62s, you're gone, right? In, out, get paid, goodbye. Just trade the rotations. Boring, yes. Some people love a breakout trade, right? So they'll be buying 70 thinking it's going to break out and it just gets slammed right back down. I'm glad I'm listening. Just trade from the outside in of the box. And this is what markets do when the flow of customers is a little slow. Order flow. Risk is way lower. And you know where you're operating, so there's no unknowns. Right? You take the trade, you put it on, you put your sell orders out. And as soon as you get executed, keep going. Even 64 to 67, 64 to 68, 4 points. 4 points on 3 to 5 contracts. You do that a couple of times a day, it adds up. You're making a living and you're not stressing out. You don't care about government shutdowns. You don't care about anything, right? You just make your money, do your business, enjoy your life, right? That's all you got to do, right? You don't have to worry about what's going on. You don't have to worry about traps and all of that stuff. Just trade, right? Just trade. Keep it simple, right? And that's what we try and teach you in our room at the trading syndicate. We just want you to make a living, right? And of course, once you get consistent and profitable, you can expand that, right? I'm not saying don't try and be a $400,000 a month trader, but you got to start by making $50 a day and hanging on to it before you make 400 grand. You know? I mean, I'd love to make 400 grand a month, but you got to get consistent before you can start scaling up and sizing up. Now, when the candles start getting smaller and the rotations start getting tighter, right? Slow your roll, okay? Don't overtrade, right? We had a little burst of activity now. We need more people to come into the store. That's very cool. Anybody have any questions? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we still have not corrected overnight inventory down to the close. So it is corrected a little bit, but it has not corrected in a significant manner. What you got to watch out for, if there's any real buying in this area, if it's not all short covering, now I know most of it is, but if there's any real buying in this area, we only have this much supply above us to wrangle out. Once that position is, and remember where we are with respect to VWAP, right? So what are we doing now? This is accumulation. If that accumulation brings in buyers, then we're going to take the market up here. And we'll be up in this area. Okay. So be careful of that. Any questions? You guys still awake? So basically the trick is, Mike, when the candles start getting smaller and smaller, then just chill out. What I'm looking for now is I'm looking for, if we cannot get down and tag the close of business yesterday, we're going to have to take, here, if I draw a volume profile, go like that, you see the liquidating inventory is being taken into wholesale hands, right? They could. I'm just trying to warn you, if we can't get down here and take out the stops, right? If we can't get down here, we're going to take this and we're going to go sell it up here. Now, you guys have seen, we've done this before. It's the same thing. We're taking this liquidating inventory, putting it into wholesale hands, and then we'll go do that. Now, I'm hoping that we take out that A low. Like if we can get underneath 62, there's been a wall here, right? And it's not can't sell lower jam, it's they don't have to. Right? Put yourself in the position of a seller. You don't have to sell lower than 62. Why? Because there's a ton of bids here. They're all lined up waiting, right? There you go. Right? They don't have to sell lower, so they raise price. Well, let's see what happens now. Ugh. Oh, this is the time point of control, Rasto, and this is the volume point of control. So time and volume, right? It takes time to accumulate and it takes time to distribute. This is just the position being moved around. That's all. So this is where we spent the most time, and then we went and distributed that volume up here. We didn't spend that much time up here. That's all. Let's go test this 62 now. Uh-oh, Gems. Gems off again. Gem, you had that funny T again, didn't you? We're watching 62. Exactly, potato salad. Yeah, it's almost Friday. It's almost Friday. Poor low. Right where those shorts were trapped. Yeah, you might be on the sauce a little early. Just joking. Now we got a poor low. Let's see if it breaks. It would be healthy to get some liquidation here. Come on, there we go. Just coffee. They must have done that, something to that Folgers. Looking for 58 and a quarter now. Oh, this is good. Now let's see the response when we get down to that overnight low. This is where all those trap shorts were yesterday. Remember that J low? It didn't correct lower. It did this. That's why everyone's trapped here from yesterday. It took a while. It took half an hour of chop between 64 and 70 before it finally broke that 62 bid. Hey, Fred. Yeah, that will happen at all-time highs, my friend. And the all-time high was made in the overnight today, so don't forget about that. Definitely, Jiraj. Definitely. Now you're cooking with gas. There's still a bunch of trap shorts. in the market, George. You can see they're trapped here, they're trapped here, they're trapped here, they're trapped here, right? You can pretty much, in these markets, and it's been like this for years now, at the lows are where shorts get trapped. Yep. Yeah, I don't see a trade just yet. We're kind of in the middle of this red zone. Maybe a look below and fail a 55 quarter. But right now, you got to really pick your. You got to really, really pick your spots. There is a seller just under 62, which is useful. Look at your last four 1 minute candles. If we creep up over 62, then we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. Jeez. Now, here's the interesting thing, Gerard. If we can creep back up to 65 and a quarter, say say we get to this area, I would expect some resistance here. If we get to this area and there's no resistance and we go straight back up to VWAP, that theory of most of that is short covering, that's for sure true, right? But right now, just chill out, let this thing find its bottom. Relax. All right, we're only 2 days into the new quarter, at all-time highs. Hey, the good thing is we filled the gap, right? The good thing is that we at least filled the gap. That's more than I thought would happen. Tempo has slowed down a lot too, right? Which is okay. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice to see that poor low get fixed, eh? That poor low's got a ton of shorts trapped underneath it, right? How do you know we filled the gap? S&P Trader right here, right? See, we opened up here, right? We opened at 79. Gap fill was 69 and a half. Gap is filled. We opened outside of yesterday's range and we came back inside yesterday's range. Right. Now, I don't look at gaps the way most retail traders look at them. For me, a gap is when the market opens outside the previous day's range, up or down. You guys have Cool Ranch gaps and Flaming Hot Cheetos gaps and all kinds of stuff. For me, there's only one gap, right? But that's okay, right? Whatever floats your boat. So when a market opens outside range and then re-enters the previous day's range, for me, the gap is filled. And there's a business reason why I use that. Go to sleep, Cisco. Have a good night, brother. We'll see you in the morning. Here we go. We're coming down now. Let's see if we can tag the close. We're on our way. Here we go. There we go. Tag the close, finally. Now let's see if we can take out that overnight low. Temporary bid, exactly. Right? A little bit of short covering. It's going to hold it up for a little while. What I'm really curious is later on, what's lurking down here in that 51 area? Can we get down here? That would be really healthy. Come down here, fill in some of these trapped shorts, clean up some of this structure. See, there's trap shorts here, trap shorts here. This is taking forever. Thank you for your patience. I think if we can liquidate down to 45, I think we'd get a bit better price action. It is, isn't it, Hank? Oh, let's see how the equities are doing. Ooh, Tesla, look above 462. Wow, got some strength there. Apple 256. I'm just going to run through the larger deals here. Microsoft, look how mechanical that is. Wow. Meta, where's Meta? Ah, back underneath 754. Kind of a double top there. What else are you guys looking at? Rainforest 220. Intel, still decent. Staying above that securities purchase agreement price of 23.28. Goldman coming off a bit. NVIDIA reaching for the sky. Wow. Got a 213, well 200 and then 213 on NVIDIA. We'll see if it actually does that. Paint is really dry, folks. I'm sure as soon as I get off the stream, Kevin, it's going to break. Right? As soon as I get off the stream, it'll break. And you guys still haven't told me whether or not, well, maybe I should do a poll to get Steve to teach me how to do a poll on Discord. Because I'm wondering whether to do a session at 2 p.m. if anybody will show up for the J-Lo inventory thing. We'll see. Thanks, Brad. You're supposed to be asleep, Cisco. You gotta sleep sometime, man. No, I'm trying to plan it out, Alexander. I'm trying to plan it out because lately I've been asking questions and then nobody shows up, or it's kind of like, right? So I'm wondering whether it's worth it for me to like. What I'm going to do next week is I'm going to be doing a session on a quick look at equities and things like that. I'll let you guys know when we do that in the room. And of course, it'll be recorded. And learn how to make polls. Yeah, see, Dave, it's like, well, you're in Australia, so yeah, 4:30 in the morning. You will be asleep, my friend. Not a problem. And Dave, I haven't forgotten about you. I'll be giving you a call tomorrow for sure. All right, folks. Have a wonderful trading day. We will see you. I'll check in on you a little bit later. I'm going to be out. I'm gone for a couple hours, and then I'll be back. I will see you tomorrow morning. For the rest of you, have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us at thetradingsyndicate.org. And please trade safe out there. Thanks, everyone. Really appreciate you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.